Well, election day has been done and over with, and now we have a new president. And before I get serious, I want to make fun of both of the candidates and start off with I want to say the Kamala. She's not black. Ain't no way. She looks like an avocado. And if that doesn't make sense, I feel like it does because I've seen her a couple of times. She looks like the seed in the avocado with the background of the green background. That's how she looks like. Her race is not black or white. She's avocado. And Donald Trump, his head is weird. Honestly, there's a lot of things I can make fun of Donald Trump, but like they've been done so many times, and it's not funny when I say it. But he has a weird shaped head. I could draw it really easily. As a matter of fact, here is a bit of his head. It's not good, but you see my point. It's weird shaped. But moving on to a serious note, we have a new president. For good or worse, we don't know yet. We'll have to see after the 4 years have passed to see if he was a good president or not. I know many people are probably upset about that, but like honestly, right now it made the most sense that Trump won because of how late Kamala entered the race, and then the fact that Donald Trump was working on this for 4 years. He didn't give up. He was already thinking about becoming president on 2024 or 2025. So can't really expect another outcome except the one that came out. Now, I'm not gonna give my stance on what I believe is best for the country because honestly, I'm not that smart. And really, the only reason you come to see me is to see if I mess up on anything while I'm drawing. Because drawing is fun. But as far as politics, I'm not the brightest person. I'm not even sure what their policies for either candidate was. So, nah, don't come for me for political stances because, not the brightest person. But what I really want to talk about is the things that happened during the election or after or well, like what's going on right now. I mostly want to talk about this because election time is usually really annoying in the US because of how much hate there goes around. Like the left side always criticizes the right and the right always criticizes the left, and there's always some random insults that don't need to be said. And really during the election time it should just be civil and shouldn't be anything else because after the election of Trump, there was a lot of pictures of people who were voting for Kamala that were crying, and a lot of the comments I saw on those pictures were like people who voted for Trump saying like, "Oh, I love seeing this side. It makes me laugh." And I can't really agree with that statement because honestly, it's the country we all live in. So why would you want to see other people suffer just because they voted for someone that you don't agree with? Not really a good stance on your side. Doesn't make it seem like your side is the correct side if you're also criticizing the other side for their hopes and beliefs. But I also don't believe that you can criticize the president right now or the next president mostly because of stuff that you heard. Because a lot of the time people said that they hate Donald Trump for a lot of rumors that they don't fact check themselves. They just hear it randomly and it's all of a sudden it's true. Like maybe some of those statements are true, and we should be aware of that. But a lot of the times it does get twisted on what is being said about Donald Trump. So don't go don't go believing everything you hear. Make sure you make your do your research on what the what the actual person is, or you know what I mean, like who Donald Trump actually is. Yeah, but I do really hate how we after election time we always hate on each other. Cause let's like a history lesson. The Civil War, as soon as it ended, Ulysses Ulysses S. Grant's soldiers celebrated because the war was over, the Union won, and after winning a war, you want to celebrate. But Ulysses S. Grant told his soldiers not to say a word or celebrate too loud and to let the other side go peacefully because it was time to rebuild the whole society as a whole because at the time the U.S. was split, and the fact that back then that after winning a war, he was kind enough to like not boast about it and notice the fact that it was time to rebuild and not shame the other side says more about how the time was back then than it was right now because right now if one side loses we always got to dump on the other side. And it's sad because being an American, I don't want to fight with the other people. I want to build a society where no one has to suffer as much. But, you know, it can't happen because we always are hating on each other for other people that don't care about us. So, yeah, I don't know. Probably the last video I make on a political stance. Unless it's about making fun of a senator. You know, gotta get your licks in.